Hey everybody, Rodman here for another episode of the Desert Survival Series. So, before I get started, let me go over some of the suggestions I got. Camonia mentioned that maybe I could replace some of these steel shelves that I have with marble ones, which would save me some of the precious material. A lot of the suggestions I got sort of revolve around obtaining more steel. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll continue the game on slow while I do this. Let me get a quick count actually of how many steel shelves I have. One. Oh, well, that doesn't help. A lot of them, I guess, is the easiest way to put it. I think which ones aren't steel is the better question. Marble. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe. All right, 7 marble. That's gonna free up a lot of steel. So 2, 4, 6, 7. I think, if I counted right. If I didn't count right, oh well. I'll build an extra shelf. Mohammed Susi mentioned that I really should make another medical bed. Yes, you are absolutely, unequivocally correct. In fact, I should make several more. Yeah. I'm gonna set this up a little differently. Then Ola Klassen mentioned that there are bulk goods traders. Specifically, there's one right now, Santiago, that could sell me exactly what I needed. So, first, I think I have a male dromedary. So I'm gonna... Oh, you are way too old. Yeah, you're way too old. I was gonna buy a female, have a pair. Oh, no, they have other females. Okay, here's a younger female. No offense to, the old people out there. I'm old. I wake up feeling achy every morning. That's besides the point. I was going to buy some steel. They have 790 of it, and I am in dire need of it, so we can go ahead and do that and not feel so bad. I am also going to sell off my cloth clothing. So marble statues, I'll keep it. Standing lamp, I can break that down or use it. I hadn't really fully looked at what they had to sell, so let me see. Negative 38, I don't know. Arbitrary number. Now for tea. Oh, the beacon's not near the tea. Actually, I could probably sell all this beer because I have a... yeah, I have shelves full of it. Alright, Ms. Dromedary female. Oh, you're both female. Well, I guess you produce milk. That's fine. Okay. We will obviously need to name these guys. And Pudge was one of the names I got suggested. This other one, let's see. Pudge and... Rudge. Sounds like a male name, but, whatever. They can roam wherever they want. Hopefully they don't eat my cacti. I don't know what their diets are. Sorry, excellent dining chair. We need you for something else. Okay, what else? The Psychite tea was suspended foolishly. So we're going to unsuspend that because we have tea leaves that are going to spoil in the stockpile. There's no need for that. That's dumb. Also, Dim Kitsune mentioned that there is also steel, so it wasn't just Ola. And then Sword Bomb suggested the Pudge name. So, of course, Pudge. And then I'm not sure I like Rudge. Oh, you know what? I really, really want to keep the camels away from my devil strands. So let's set up an animal zone. I'm going to create a new zone called animals, and we will expand it, and I'm going to keep them, I'll keep them out of the farms too, and actually out of the meals they can eat. For now, raw meat or rice. I'm going to have to figure out how to feed them better. NPM would be the first obvious choice, but there is, of course, the amount of space that an NPM would require, which isn't great. I'll keep brainstorming. Maybe I'll change my mind. And those are all the tips that I received. Now, I also wanted to preface that I will be going... how to put this? I will be going on vacation. It's not really vacation, but I will be away from my computer for about a week. So what I'm going to try to do, I'll do my best, is to pre-record as much as I can. And that way that you guys get some stuff to watch over the Christmas break, if you have a Christmas break. Yes, so with that in mind, any feedback that you have for me will ultimately be a little lost, at least for the meantime. I won't be able to reference your suggestions in future videos because, alas, it will all be pre-recorded. So I'm going to see how much I can pre-record. Hopefully I can maintain the schedule that I currently have, but if I can't, you'll at least have something, right? Alright, so we have Pudge and Rudge. And I need to actually animal restrict them. So there we go. Rudge was obviously heading towards my farm. Now, if you're wondering why I would use NPM, it is just really a normal quality. You are disappointing. Uranium slick turrets. I think I really start to invest in that kind of stuff. Let's get that done. So I need uranium. I also need plasteel. We have a bit of steel now from the trades and construction and whatnot. Ooh, cargo pods. Is this something useful? Well, it's a one slaughter. Wake up. Not a lot of it either. Jeez. A little stingy, are you? Just a little stingy. Alright, so this shelf is already marble. So this shelf will be the next to get swapped. So let's copy the settings. Paste the settings. And let's go ahead and install that shelf. Alright, this one, copy the settings, paste the settings. It's too bad marble looks so similar to steel. It's actually really hard at a glance to tell. There's a slight shade difference, and that's about it. I mean, I can tell the difference, but it's not exactly easy necessarily. Omni, before you tap out, let's just get this little bit done. Copy settings, paste settings. Ah, I remember when that used to not be possible. And boy, does it feel good. Just pasting it in like that. And then the last two, I believe, are in the kitchen. So the bulk goods trader has left us. And this frees up, you know, a fair... Ooh, that should be left open. This frees up a fair bit of steel, which is nice. And we don't need all the marble that we have. Marble is a naturally occurring stone here, so I can always... Oops, I selected 2. I can always deep drill it if I really need more marble, which I don't at the moment, but there we go. We have successfully increased the amount of steel that we have in our base by a lot. By quite a lot. And you never unloaded your inventory. Alright, Captain Mr. Earth. Captain Planet. Did we already get the wake up? Wasn't it right around here? Yeah, I think we already got the wake up. Where is it? Ooh, a poor sculpture. Boy, oh boy, am I excited for the poor sculptures that you create. There's also the whole issue of keeping everything cool. This hospital is a little bit warmer than it ought to be. So I'm not sure. I'm going to cancel those coolers for now. I'm sure we'll need them, but instead what I'm going to do is add coolers in here. And then it will also help if I... double insulate here. And let's just put some sandstone flagstone here. In fact, I can afford a flagstone up door to door. Wouldn't hurt. Oh, free chem fuel. Gotta love it. Put in some power, get it some chem fuel. That's really useful for me because, you know, chem fuel is something that is somewhat expensive for me to make. Roman, you are still making fine meals. Let's see. We want really Milla to be doing it. What are you working on? God knows what. You are trying to build this thing. Well, that works. That is useful. At least this is good art. The last few have not been. Now, of course, I do have the issue of this chimney being roofed up, so let's remove the roof now. Pudge and Rudge. There we go. What are the age differences? 26 and 9. Maybe Fudge? Nudge? Begrudge? Probably not Begrudge. Fudge. I like Fudge. Pudge and Fudge. And they're getting a little bit of training. Alright. Quell keeps digging at the wrong steel. Roman, how about we move that drill? Or rather, at the wrong drill. Normal sculpture. Sure. Jenny, go install your sculptures. Alright, so finally we're starting to work on the T again. We've had a sort of a surplus of psychoid. Are these camels eating the psychoid? That is the question. Right now, they are currently allowed to... they're currently allowed to go... We'll allow them up here, too. Go in this room. Eventually, I'll have used all that psychoid, so I guess it's not really a long-term problem. All right, so we need uranium and components for that. We have the uranium, we have the components, we just need to haul it in. Good, good. Might serve us to crank out some additional components, though. We are using them up. Also, additionally, we have the resources to make a bionic part. So let's make another leg. We lost some toes recently. 2 camels. I could stand to replace those back. Everything is going nice and smoothly. Makes me curious when the, you know, when the apocalypse will come. I guess I'm sort of used to things going wrong. I suppose I should allow for fuel. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to allow them to fuel this up as much as they want. So it looks like this is all set. Quell, there is a bionic leg with your name on it. Once it gets put down, your right leg. As for medicine, we can go and give everyone... Actually, maybe industrial tech meds. Sounds even better. Alright, let's go ahead and operate. And Jenny also could use a bionic leg. She is due for a nice one as well. So Quell now no longer has destroyed body parts or anything. Omni does, but he already has 1 bionic leg, so his moving is still above 100%. Roman having bad lungs is always a problem. Not that we blame you, Roman. It's not your fault that you have asthma. Suppose I'll just put the, let's call it slightly less convincing art in the stockpile anyway. Alright, so now the hospital here is nice and temperate. We just got powered armor. Pulse charged munitions would be pretty nice against mechs. Because, you know, screw mechs, man. Mechs are scary. We are definitely making some peaceful headway. Is the nicest way to put it. No longer incapable of walking? No, you are quite capable of walking now. Alright, beautiful. We have a slug turret. One of the things I wanted to do is to... Let's see. I need to figure out the max range of a sniper rifle. So, Philly, I'm going to use you. I don't want, basically, I don't want a sniper that is hiding behind this wall to have anything to shoot at. So if we were to put in plasteel turrets, if I move one of these here, they'll go here. They'll go only a few tiles in front, like that. Okay. And that can keep the big turrets alive. Now, of course, there is the issue of, maybe that's a little too close. There's the issue of it blowing up on one another. So I could always stagger them like this and turn them off. And maybe that's what I do. These other turrets are more of an idea at the moment, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Nothing like someone deep drilling in your sleep. Oh, sorry, your bedroom's impressive. It's funny, the person that likes a nice bedroom the least has the most impressive bedroom. I would swap that out, but I guess I could. Mudge. You know what? I don't even have another bed, so forget that. Alright, turning them both off. And that way they cover each other. Oh, yes. This is a project long overdue. So I need sandstone for that. How much sandstone do I have? Not much. What happened? I used to have a lot of sandstone. Alright, time to get some sandstone, I guess. Now, realizing I'm cutting pretty close to this cave here, I'm going to have to wall it up securely soon. Alright, well that's slate. This is sandstone. Okay, so we've made our 10 sculptures. I think I queued up 10. And her art is looking quite derivative. Stone cutter table. We're allowing anything to be cut, so I'm curious. Extremely. Now I need to hit 170 to even go up a tier. It takes a while. We are working on advanced components for more bionics. Now, there is, of course, potential ancient dangers and the like for us to profit off of as well. So that's a thought. Suppose I can also break down some older stuff that I have installed. I'm also going to want to double up my power or put batteries nearby so that I can't lose all of a sudden my power to my kill box. So that's going to be important. This little steel mini turret I'm going to plop into the base. And that's because I've been having a lot of infestation stuff happen. Maybe not right there. Let me think about this. I'm going to plop it here. A little bit further from the beer. Don't want to ruin the beer, right? Animal spots. We put them in here. Inspired creativity with Earth. Well, that doesn't really help me at all. Like, at all, so bummer. Make another bionic leg. Actually, let's see. What's I think Philly is probably the most, not Philly, Jenny is the most hindered pawn at this point due to an injury. Well, other than Mudge, obviously. So yeah, another bionic leg would be good. Where is Quell's asleep? Have her take some wake up and work the plasteel drill. Some excellent art. It's always like chicken's horns or one little... This one's poor. I can just break it down. So slowly we are getting this last geothermal done, which is awesome. That will help power the turrets and the like a little bit more. Ooh, also, let's go ahead and unsuspend the butchering of insects. We've done a really good job of cutting through the backlog of insect meat, but alas, we are low on fine meals, so that's cute that, you know, I tell you to dig the plasteel and then you don't dig the plasteel. I'm not even sure. Oh, you know what I need to check? Okay, my dromedaries aren't drinking beer. Sometimes that happens. And I would have to remove them from being able to be near the beer. But lucky for me, they are not alcoholic camels. But that is definitely something that happens to people a lot, which I find hilarious. Going and shaving this mountain down. And one of the ways I can prevent the... maybe I'll do that in a different stone. I'll do that in slate, because we're using the other stones. One of the ways I can go ahead and prevent them from using this tunnel to burrow out is just to... prevent them from using it by walling and dooring it off. So we've definitely gotten through the massive backlog of psychoid leaves that we had, which is great. And as you can see, we are actually freeing up a considerable amount of space. There isn't a lot of overhead mountain here. I don't want to cut into my freezer, but as you can see, there's definitely room for expansion if we wanted. Okay, Jenny, you were the one with the bum leg. If I could hit health tab. Yes, a right bum leg. Now, the issue is she's our doc. Who's the next best doc? 15, Roman. Roman at 10? Yep, Roman at 10. Roman, don't mess this up, please. Even though your manipulation is weakened. Ooh, actually, you know what? Omni. I'm not sure. With Roman's, I'm thinking with Roman's manipulation weakness, he might not actually be the best doc. So, Omni with the Architect will probably be better. It's a conjecture. Alright, let's operate on her. Who's doing... Come on. Who's... Milla's operating. Oh, that's not going to work. Come on, stop it. Omni. Operate. Nope. God dang it. Stop. I don't understand how they keep butting in like that. Oh my goodness. These pawns. Thank you. That took considerably more effort than it should. And no issues. Her legs all patched up. Now she just has some old hand injuries, but can't fix everything. Well, guys, it appears like I'm out of time. This has been just sort of smooth sailing. The start to a lovely kill box, and obviously fixing up some of our injured pawns, which is great. Quell's back up to fighting form, and Jenny's much faster than she was before. If you have feedback for me, feel free to drop me a line. Just a reminder, a lot of these are going to be pre-recorded, so I won't necessarily be able to answer you and respond in a video in real time, but it doesn't mean I don't appreciate the feedback. So I hope you tune in next time, and I hope you have a lovely holiday season. Adios, everybody.